Okay, we're moving right along. I'm actually working on the ceiling between the kitchen and the living room. We want to put a beam up there, but it's going to be a fake beam. So I'm going to show you what I've done so far to be able to get this beam in there. Let me show you. So we're going to have a ceiling fan right there in the center. And what I've done is I took a 16-foot 2x6 and went all the way along there. Now it's screwed up to all the trusses. I left a 1/2 inch over here for my drywall to go underneath. And I left a 1/2 inch right there on that edge for my drywall to go underneath there. And then I took another piece of 2x6, and I'll get up there a little closer so you can see what I've done for the ceiling fan. So this is what I have for the ceiling fan. Now this is screwed, this board is screwed into this board, okay? And then there's 2 of these screws in this ceiling fan holder that goes all the way through this board, and then 2 of them go through this board. And then I put screws on the other side. So there's a total of like 6 screws holding this little chunk of wood up, and 4 good screws holding that up for the ceiling fan. Now when we make our beam, we'll put that beam up, we'll use this to attach the beam onto the ceiling. So this is what we're going to use right here. Now we'll probably take some scrap 2x6s and build this beam up a little bit more, but I'm kind of doing it as I go, so I'm not 100%, but we'll see. I think we can do it, and I think we can do a good job. So we'll have a beam going down the center of the ceiling. It's just going to look nice. Let me get off this thing. Now I did get the box. I'm still waiting on parts. Definitely having issues with parts, but I've got this cut off now, and we got a reducer on here. And then I got 2 little blocks of wood set up here to hold that where I want it. Now I have the electrician that's been kind of giving me advice as I go. He has a heat blanket. We're going to do a video on it. We're going to bend that piece of pipe because that is offset. You can see how far I got it back against the wall there. Well, I need to bring that out 2 inches because we want this part of the box, which it's setting in here. We want it to be right here, 1/2 inch for our drywall. So I need to get that pipe out far enough so this thing lines up with the drywall. We should have that done next week. We've got a lot of wires run. I mean, I'm just working right now on the lights back here in the hallway. We got the lights in the hallway to do, the lights in the bathroom, the 2 bedrooms, the 2 closets back there, and then we need a light up in the attic, and probably a receptacle or something up there, and we're going to need smoke alarms, wired up smoke alarms. So we still got a little bit to do, but we're moving right along. It's slow, but we're learning as we go. So I better get back to work. I haven't been showing every bit of what we're doing on video because it's pretty boring, I guess. I try to show you a little bit about what I'm doing and not bore you to death. So it's coming along. Hopefully we can get off this and get on to some plumbing. All right, yesterday Jolie and I have been working just a little bit in after we got the wiring in. I started putting these baffles in the ceiling. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm putting the baffles in there, and the reason is because I know at least weighs one piece of my insulation is going to be 8 inches thick, and I think the other one's going to be 4 inches thick. So we're going to be pretty heavy on our insulation, and I want those to breathe up through there. I want the air from the eave to be able to flow through the inside up through my ceiling, up into the attic space to keep that ventilated up in the top. Now I probably could have cut those pads right there, them baffles, I probably could have cut them in half and put them up there and they would have been just fine, but I just went ahead and stuck the full sheet up in there. Now, if we decide to do a lot more insulation, what we don't want to do is we don't want to block the vents in our eaves. Let me show you what I mean here. See these vents right here? All these vents going down through there. We don't want to block them up because that's what gives our house air to breathe. You guys talk about the sweating all the time. If you can get your house to breathe, you're not going to sweat. So we're going to do that all the way around the whole entire structure on both sides. We're going to put the baffles in there. Now these baffles are not really heavy things. They're very, very light, just like styrofoam, and they just create a tunnel or a chute, shall I say, for air to flow through. Now you can get these could actually be cut in half. They're perforated here. You can just kind of rip them in half if you want, if you're doing 16-inch centers, or you can leave them whole like I did for the 24-inch centers. I wanted to show you guys the light that we're going to be putting in the house. We have a few of them here. Okay, these are the lights we're going to be putting in actually our whole entire house. Almost every single room besides the bedrooms will have these in them, and we're going to put these outside in the eave for a porch light. We're going to do 4 of these along the side of the house inside that perforated soffit that we just looked at. We're going to put these lights in. So I'm going to be working on cutting the hole for these and getting these 4 lights mounted in today.
You can select the brightness of your light. They have 5 different selections. You can go like bright white down to a dim white.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to
Right
do.
here is your, right in here is where you select how bright you want your light. So if you want it really bright, you can go to 5K all the way up there. That's going to be really bright. Or you can take it down to 27K. One nice thing about these lights is they can be put on a dimmer switch. So just put them on the highest one, mount them on a dimmer switch if you want, and then you can turn them up and down anytime you want.
And also, it says they're safe for in a shower.
So you can put these in a shower, outside.
Which I believe, are going to put one in our shower.
Yes. So
yeah, pretty cool lights.
22-year, what is that? 6-hour day?
Yeah. That's if you leave it on for 6 hours a day straight, they'll last for 22 years.
So that's actually really cool. That's the lights we're going to be putting in the eaves. Hopefully we can get this cut. Now we're going to be cutting into some very, very thin aluminum. And I'm not exactly sure how we're going to cut them, but as soon as we figure that out, we'll have you guys back in there and I'll show you how I did it. Okay, so we figured out how to drill them, and I'm going to show you what we're doing. We're kind of working together. We had a couple practice pieces. We drilled one here for practice to see how it would cut. What I was worried about is the teeth on this thing. Those teeth catching and just ripping that whole piece out because it's so thin. So what we're doing is I'm marking it from the outside where I want my hole drilled. And then once I got it marked, being that these eaves are already in, I can't drill them, I can't take them out and drill them. I'm having Julie lay a board down on top of it. Now my drill bit won't go all the way through this. So you want to make sure your drill bit won't go through, because whoever's holding that board could be in bad shape. And then once I get it like that, she's holding the other side. I drill the hole and we get a perfect, nice 4-inch hole that our little light will fit right through it. So I'll show you what ones we got. We have one more to do. I'll show you the ones we got done. Okay, we have that one done. Then we have our door there, and there's one right there by the door. They're basically everywhere one of them posts are. So now I'll know to the left of each one of these holes, just to the left is one of the posts that go in the ground. So we got 3 of them drilled. And we have one more to go right there where the ladder's standing. We're going to get that one in, and then we're going to get the wiring these guys up. So we have all of our holes drilled, and they turned out great. And one of my viewers sent me the hole saw bits. Deborah, I just wanted to tell you thank you. We used them again. They saved us a big hassle from trying to find some way of cutting them big holes. So thank you very much, Deborah.
Okay, that's what the little light looks like from the inside right there. And your little wire comes up, and I just mounted my box right here on the 2x4, right above the light. You see your lights right there, and your box is right there. Now your little adjustment is over on this side over here that you turn the lights up and down. Now I'm gonna say once you get them set in there, you pick what lighting you want. And it might be there for a while, but you could always pull that little light out down there. You could pull that little light out. They're pretty easy. Reach up in there and turn that light on high or low, whatever you want. So that's how the little, I call them porch lights because that's what I'm using them as, porch light. That's what they look like from the inside. What are you doing, Julie? Julie is getting a box set up. She wants to do the wiring too.
Well, yeah, I've never done it, so.
Everybody says they don't have skills, Julie.
Well, I really don't, but this doesn't take much skills. It's pretty simple.
Well, that's the whole thing. I'm telling everybody you all can build one of these.
Yeah, if I can do it, yeah, believe me, you can do it.
So Julie's over there getting that box set up. We're going to watch her do this box. Let's get over there closer.
Just trying to cut this. What? Jeez, I think you need to change this blade. Okay.
You look like you got it.
I did, finally. Okay. So separate the wires. Right? Like that.
I would keep like these two on this side and them two on that side.
Okay. Yeah.
That's how I would do it. It's not, you don't have to do it.
Well, okay, yeah, okay. So then we want to twist these. A couple twists around here.
You can go up about another twist to go. Yeah.
Okay, and then.
And I like I said, I don't know who told me 6 wraps on that, but.
Okay, go around a few
now
times.
count your loops. You look like you got 6 loops
Okay,
there.
we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay,
6 or 7.
now you gotta.
Oh, you have to trim this off. Trim that. And then take this wire nut. That on there.
I got to see you strip these top things.
I
You've
know.
had a lot of issues
I
with
know, because this thing here, I don't know. I was having a hard time with that thing. Okay, so we want to go about right there, good?
Well, a little more, right there.
Right there, good? Okay.
Do it hard and fast. There you go.
I got it that time. I know. I tried one earlier and I was having a hard time with it.
Little
Okay.
less,
Little
right
less.
there.
Okay. Okay.
Look at that, Joel.
I think I was piddling around too much with it and I
Yeah.
couldn't get it the last time.
Don't piddle.
Don't piddle. Just do it.
About 3/4. That's good. That looks nice.
Okay. Oh, see how that handle wants to slip off of there? And it goofed me up, see? Oh, now I don't want to.
There you go. You might have to pull them off some. You're okay. Just pull it
Oh,
on.
okay. All right. And then,
One more.
good right there?
Yep.
All right. Okay, we got it. All right.
Now, you remember how to tuck him in?
Yeah, so just kind of,
Push your yellow one back in there first.
what yellow one?
Yeah, push that back down in there. Sometimes them are a little tight.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
You want me to push it back in for you?
What's going on here?
Well, you're pretty tight there.
Oh, is that,
Let me help you.
okay.
Let me help you with that. You hold it. Because this one's a little different.
Okay.
Because we got that wire pretty tight in there. And this one wasn't a good one for you to work on. So we're just going to push that yellow back in the back. And get it back in there nice and tight.
All right.
Now you should be able to get that
Just
back.
kind of roll the wires, roll them, and tuck them back in the box.
Yeah, that was a hard one for you to...
We
practice
got it. It's all right. And then just,
And what we're doing is we're just getting them out of the way from where they're going to put the drywall in. You know, where when we get ready to
Yeah.
put the drywall in there.
yeah,
be
after we're
tucked in
done with
there.
the drywall, then you pull them back out and wire up your boxes.
Yeah. Look how nice
Okay.
and neat that is. Beautiful.
Well, I don't know if it's beautiful, but
Yeah, it is.
it's done.
You did a good job. So we're just going to work on this end now. We got to go down to a receptacle down there that'll go out on the porch, and then we'll go up to the light switches, hit the light switches, and then I think we're pretty much done. I think so.
We have to do the ceiling lights.